Right, I'm recording. Okay, so today we're doing a group flight in a combination of simulators. Actually, I'm flying X-Plane, and if we have a look on little nav map, which is connected to X-Plane, but showing AI aircraft, we should see opposite me on the ground, over in the corner of Stansted Airport, you can see a Cessna, and that is my daughter, Natalie, who is going to provide air traffic control today. So hello, Natalie.
Hello.
And then behind me on, what stand is that?
21.
21 is, no, it's 22, isn't it?
21 on my screen.
Oh, okay. You see, this is half the problem with flying online. My daughter has a different simulator with slightly different scenery.
Yeah.
But I've got my dad behind me, who's got many years flying experience with simulators. And if we look behind me on the tarmac at Stansted, we can see a giant 747 over there. So he's going to be flying a 747. So hello, David.
And hello, every listener who might be tuning in. Just a word there. I think my son's only got the United Colours. I'm actually flying British Airways because I'm delivering this oak crate to Bristol for either cutting up or storage.
Turn it into knives and forks and spoons.
Yeah. So by next week it may even be Coca-Cola cans.
So yeah, I guess the whole point of this is we're doing this flight together online. The software we're using, first piece of it is JoinFS. This allows us to connect completely different simulators to each other. It's a free piece of software you can download off the internet, and once you connect it to the simulator and to the network, and you join a hub. We're using a hub somebody else has made called HAIDF, but if you look in the software, it's pretty self-explanatory. You can see other aircraft that are online, so there's just the three of us at the moment. I'm 073, Natalie is 570, Dave's 007. The trick with this is how it interoperates between the different simulators. You can right-click on an aircraft and substitute it, so you can make people have an appropriate looking aircraft within the game. So the thing we're using for voice communication is Discord, and for this flight I've gone and made a private channel, but you can use any voice channel. In a typical bigger group flight, you would have push to talk on your microphones, but we're just leaving open microphones so we can chat as we go, because one of the huge things about flying together is obviously you can share tips or be told off by ATC and everyone can hear and you can get laughed at, but you learn a lot more with open mics. Okay, so I've got my 737 ready on the ground down here, and I'm just about the point where I'm going to start the engines, so I guess we're going to go over to talking to air traffic control as we should. So, Stansted Tower, oh sorry, Stansted Ground.
You get it right.
British, oh yes, Stansted Ground, Speedbird 073 requesting pushback and engine start.
Speedbird 073, engine start and pushback is approved.
Engine start and pushback approved, Speedbird 073. So then I can go in here. This is the point where everybody else would normally, I wouldn't hear them, or actually no, I would, wouldn't I? Even if it was on push to talk, I'd still hear everybody.
Yep.
But in a normal flight, you'd have many channels set up for the different ground and tower and things like that.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
So I'm just waiting for the pushback. So is the 747 getting ready as well?
Yes, Stansted Ground. Flight plan has filed for British Airways Speedbird Flight 007, Stansted to Bristol. And for your information, we are delivering this British Airways 747-400 for either scrapping or storage. As I said earlier, it might be by Monday, it could be Coke cans.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Requesting pushback and engine start.
Speedbird 007, engine start and pushback is approved.
Thank you. Pushing back 007.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Ring if you need anything.
So we're just waiting for the right engine to spool up to 25% N2, and then we'll increase throttle to idle. Wait for that to come up. The starter mode will go back to auto automatically, and then we'll switch engine number 1 to GRD. You can see pushback is happening. Good point actually. How close are we? Oh, we've got loads of room.
Yeah, you've got loads of them.
Stats at ground, I do have a visual on British Airways 073. Can I have permission to follow him out on taxi 007?
Permission to follow Speedbird 073 to taxi is approved.
Roger, understood. Will taxi when he moves to start taxiing 007.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
APU bleed is on. How are we doing on the engines? So engines are both started. Right, here we go. APU bleed to off. Packs to auto. Switches are on. APU generators to on. The outer switches. So I'm now
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin
crossfeed
has
is
been
now going to the
removed. Hand
engines.
signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a
APU
safe
off.
flight.
Taxi lights are already on and we're ready to go. So I'm just waiting for the tug to pull out of the way. We'll already put the flaps to 5 degrees. Stand to the tower, Speedbird 073 ready to taxi.
Speedbird 073 cleared to taxi. Taxi via Hotel Mike. Turn right onto Hotel. Turn left onto Hotel November. Hold short runway 22.
Hotel Mike.
That's the one
Okay,
I've
hotel.
got.
November.
I meant I said taxi via Hotel Mike.
I haven't got a
basically
hotel.
right in front of you. Onto the hotel.
Yeah, I haven't got
So
the same
then-
labels that you've got by the look of it. You've got completely different scenery.
just taxi to
Right and then left.
Yeah, so
I'll be
go
I'll be
straight
going
and then-
Bravo Hotel Romeo.
Yeah, do that then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got very different scenery than me. This is one of the challenges of flying together.
Yeah, mine is parked on Bravo. We'll be using Bravo Hotel and Romeo runway 22007.
So I'm this aircraft here. So I'm going to go Bravo,
That's
Romeo.
affirmative 007.
It's a foggy day in Stansted. So we're flying from Stansted to Bristol. It'll take about, I don't know, half an hour maybe, something like that.
No. Well, it tells me on a JoinFS, on a little nav map, it's about 19 minutes of flying.
And that depends if we don't crash.
So we're now going Romeo. So did you hold me, Stansted Tower, did you, or sorry, Stansted Ground, did you ask me to hold short?
Affirmative, I asked you to hold short.
Stansted Ground, Speedbird 073, holding short, runway 22.
Speedbird 073, can you contact Tower on 121.95?
Okay, so this is the bit where if we didn't just have a public channel and we had multiple channels going for the voice communication, we would switch channels in either in Discord or TeamSpeak, whatever we were using. So I'm going to change my phraseology. Stansted Tower, Speedbird 073, holding short, takeoff runway 22.
Speedbird 073, clear to line up and wait on runway 22.
Clear to line up, runway 22, Speedbird 073.
Stansted Ground, Speedbird 007 is holding on Romeo. Waiting further instructions whether to go to Tower 007.
Speedbird 007, contact Tower now on 121.95.
Roger, go to Tower on 121.95 007. And Stansted Tower, this is Speedbird 007, holding on Romeo for runway 22.
Speedbird 007, just continue to hold short. We've got an aircraft on the runway.
Roger, holding short on runway on taxiway Romeo, runway 22007.
Stansted Tower, Speedbird 073, waiting on runway.
073, you are cleared to depart. Winds are 1504 knots. Temperature is 14 degrees Celsius, QNH 1018.
Okay. Tower, Speedbird 073, cleared for departure. Thank you for your service.
And the Speedbird 007, you're cleared to 990.
V1 rotate. Positive rating. 400. 1,000.
Okay, so now we're following the standard instrument departure that we programmed into our flight. So we can step away now from the cockpit. Now everything, the autopilot's on, we're in lateral navigation mode. Auto throttle is on.
1,000 to go.
Going for 200 knots. for 4,000 feet. So if we zoom out, we can see the 747 lining up behind us. It's a good point actually. What's the separation on takeoff between the aircraft normally?
It's at least 4 minutes.
Right. I'm just going to change your volume slightly. You're a bit quiet. There we go.
It's down to Tower Speaker 007 in position, holding on runway 22, flight plan. And requesting initial flight level 007.
Speedbird 007, your initial flight level
Talking
will
to you very
be
quietly.
4,000 and wind 0 at
I realised I haven't switched TCAS on. Get told off for that.
And Speaker 007, weather copied, and initial flight level cleared to 4,000 feet, 007.
I just realised we forgot to do the transponders, didn't we? Oh well. I don't think Natalie's ever done transponder codes before though, so.
That's okay. Anybody listening? We're talking about one of the settings on our controls. So ATC can map where we are, basically.
It came out of friend or foe radio signals, didn't it, from the military?
Yeah. It's also used to secretly pass to ATC if we've been hijacked or not. I don't think we'd be hijacked today.
Hopefully not. Okay, I haven't turned the flight directors on, have I? Let's do that.
Speedbird 007 ATC on the runway.
A firm waiting for permission for takeoff 007.
Speedbird 007 cleared for takeoff.
Roger. Speaker 007 is rolling.
So the trick we usually do with this, with having ATC services, is somebody will sit their plane on the ground at one of the airports nearby where the aircraft are going to be transiting, and they will act as air traffic control, and by doing that they can have the other airplanes on their screen, so they can view a mapping program and see where everybody is, so they can kind of simulate having radar. So Natalie's sat with little nav map, basically full screen, viewing everybody's progress. On a busy flight night, what was did you say, David, that a couple of nights ago there was 14 of you?
Yes.
How long did that take to get everybody in the air?
I just had a near miss. Just had a aircraft coming the other direction. Whether I've got AI on, I have no idea.
Well, it wasn't me. I've got a clear sky ahead of me.
I promise you, if you'd seen it, you would have been requesting clean underpants.
Speedbird 073, you're clear now to your flight level 120.
cleared to flight level 120, speedbird 073.
That's a tower like to report a near miss. I have no idea who the other aircraft was, but he wasn't far off being my size. For 747, it could have been a rather large bang.
007, I will contact the aircraft and not do it again.
So we're on our way. So let's increase the range on the map.
Speedbird 073, contact London Centre on 127.82.
Contacting London Centre. What was the frequency again? Sorry.
127.82.
Contacting London Centre. Decimal 127.82. Speedbird 073. And again, at this point, if you were playing multiple channels, you would just flick channels in Discord, for example, or TeamSpeak, and there would be another controller waiting for you. So then obviously I would have flicked channels, and then I say London Centre, Speedbird 073 with you, climbing to flight level 120.
Speedbird 073, hello, I've got you on radar, continue as filed.
Continuing as filed, Speedbird 073. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense when you've actually got multiple controllers taking turns to be departures, centre and approach. They kind of do a relay race between each other.
When you have 14 other pilots, the delay from one to the other can cause real problems.
Well, imagine.
Especially if there is only 2 ATCs. Sometimes we've had 3, and that works excellently when
Bells to go.
you have a large amount of pilots.
Okay, so we're just approaching 12,000 feet, flight level 120.
Stansted Tower, Speedbird 007 is ending the end of my SID and requesting clearance to go higher.
Speedbird 007, you are cleared to climb to your flight level 120.
Cleared to 120, thank you, 007.
So yeah, the other thing you typically find on group flights is once everybody has kind of got to a centre along the way, they will open the frequency so people can just have a chit chat about whatever they want along the way.
Yeah, like run Trump down. Have a moan about the BBC being so biased.
Yeah.
My favourite topic.
It's not unusual for people to get banned as well.
Oh yeah. That's my favourite pastime on Facebook. So, yeah,
Getting banned?
Yeah, being kicked off a group.
No, what was the transition altitude was 6,000, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to switch over my barometric pressure. I'm doing well today, I'm forgetting all sorts of things.
That's alright, as long as you don't forget where you're going.
And as long as you're autopilot or your nav goes wrong.
Yeah, but I can always switch to manual.
Yeah, that means I have to let you in.
Yep.
And I'm sure many of the people listening in knows of the problems with flight sims crashing.
Oh, especially the new one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the autopilot suddenly decides that it wants to go straight down or straight up or hard left or hard right or...
That's even if you can get the autopilot to turn on.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, it's got some serious problems. Sorry.
Speedbird 007, contact centre on 127.82.
Contact Inland Centre on 127.82. Thank you for your help, sir. Bye. London Centre, this is Speedbird 007. Presently at flight level 7,500 and climbing to 120.007.
Speedbird 007, we have you on radar, continue as filed.
Continuing as filed, 007, thank you. And at this point, as we've already mentioned, we start asking if people saw certain things on TV last night, what crap it was. Which is pretty normal, you know.
I did watch the speeches from Biden and Harris. It's all pretty impressive. Apparently Trump hid on his golf course all day.
Have you seen the clip where Trump is outside that church and he holds the Bible up?
Yep, it's upside down.
No, in this clip, what I'm on about, he gets struck by lightning and he turns completely charcoal black with his hair stuck up on end.
Oh, I have to look that one up.
That is a brilliant one.
I saw the Avengers one the other day, that was good.
Yep, another one.
Okay,
Just
so
for information, the group that both Jonathan and I and Natalie frequent flies regularly on a Tuesday and a Thursday evening, and quite a few of the same people also fly on a Sunday evening. So just if anybody fancies joining
that's a good point, actually. I'm going to pop across and show you the Discord group that we're doing this from is just bit.ly/virtualflightdiscord. But the one we're talking about is in Facebook. Is probably the easiest way to get to it. If you search for the Southwest Flight Simulator group, you'll find it. They're a good bunch of people, and they know an awful lot about ATC and the various big jets and all, you know, the ways you fly them and how you operate them.
And
So,
the Sims, if you
yeah.
want to know anything, there's somebody who'll have an answer.
So yeah, they're very, very good.
In fact, for all the people that have the magazine, is it PC Aviator?
I think so.
The Southwest Flight Sim regularly advertises in there about the group itself.
That's
Obviously,
PC Pilot, you mean?
Sorry, yes, PC Pilot, not Aviator.
Yeah, I've got a copy of it here. I thought I couldn't remember what it was called either.
Yeah, they actually, the original group started in a village hall in Ipplepen near Peyton in Devon.
Right.
And obviously I've been there quite a few times. They have monthly meetings so many times a year, about probably 10 out of the 12, and it was very popular, but obviously with this COVID thing it's put a lock on it, so
Everybody goes flying on the internet instead then.
yeah, hence the 12 to 14 that we regularly get.
I just thought once I'd got through 10,000 feet, I didn't bother accelerating. It's probably not worth it though, because I'm going to start my descent in about 5 minutes.
Speedbird 073, can you contact approach now on 128.55?
Contacting approach on decimal. Oh, was it 128.55? Was it?
Affirm.
128.55. Speedbird 073. Bristol approach. Speedbird 073 with you at flight level 120 or 12,000 feet. Just approaching top of descent. Speedbird 073.
Speedbird 073, we have you on radar. If you would like to descend now at your discretion.
To what level?
You can descend to 8,000 feet.
Descending to 8,000 feet. Speedbird 073. Yeah, when you've got a whole group of you chit-chatting away on an open channel, you would typically have people, or the controller might shout "break, break" to shut everybody up, and by and large everybody shuts up instantly they hear the words "break, break."
And that could have been asked by anybody, a pilot requesting information like an ILS code, or could be anything, or permission to start descent. So it's not just ATC that might say break, break, it could be anyone. But it's understood that everybody
shut up, basically.
Shut the chops.
Okay, let's try and get rid of some of this speed.
On my delivery of this 747 for scrap, as I think it will be, it's interesting to see Kemble in Gloucestershire is hosting parking space for dozens and dozens of old 747s.
Is it really?
Yeah, and I mean dozens.
Is that all the British Airways fleet then?
Well, basically, yes, very near all of them, but there's a few that have gone out to museums, which I believe they'll be allowed to keep.
Right.
And that's intact, like with engines, everything.
A Bristol approach, now stable at 8,000 feet, Speedbird 073.
Speedbird 073, you can descend now to 5,000 feet.
Descending 5,000 feet, Speedbird 073.
Yeah, I believe the bulk of the 747 fleets around the world will be good for cargo, so they'll be converted to cargo, so they will still get some use.
I'm having problems controlling speed here. Usually you kind of can get away with descending at 2,500, but it's not letting me. It's accelerating.
What's your speed?
Well, I'm trying to keep it around 200-ish, but it keeps just running away with itself up towards 250. Anyway, I need to program ILS. What's the ILS frequency, Natalie?
110.15.
1,000 to go.
11015.
Yep.
Do you have a runway course heading?
267 degrees magnetic.
Good.
It's good, isn't it? Without, you don't have to go and look at your map, you just ask ATC. What's the weather like at Bristol, Natalie?
I just looked out the window and it's absolutely
Yeah.
hammering down, to put it politely.
It is 150 at 5 knots, QNH 1013.
QNH 1013.
Come in 1013 for 007.
So let's get things sorted out in the cockpit. So 20-mile range on, back out to 40 miles, so we're about 30 miles from the airport.
Center control, speedbird 007, overhead Compton, and requesting starter descent 4,000 feet, 007.
Speedbird 007, descent is approved. Contact approach on 128.55.
Going to approach 1.8 55007.
Going a bit slow actually, but oh well. Means I'm not in a big hurry to get in. What's the approach speed for a 747 then?
I'll find out. I'm used to either VC-10s or 737s. I think it's about 140 knots.
Yeah. It's a little bit quicker than the 737, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got massive great wings though, so.
As the listeners can probably guess, I don't normally fly a 747. Just doing this flight today in goodwill. Because British Airways won't pay me nothing.
I've seen how many aircraft you crash over a weekend.
Well, it was only 3 yesterday.
It was. It was 3 all, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were, just give the listeners a taste. We were actually, I forgot where we were flying. Alaska, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
we were doing, we actually visited touch and goes about 15 or 20
What
airports
is going on with the ILS?
in a flight that lasted a little over an hour. And quite good fun.
So I'm 20 miles out and my ILS is going all over the place. I'm going to double check the frequencies.
Speedbird 073, can you contact tower now on 133.85?
Speedbird, contacting tower 133.85, Speedbird 073, thank you.
Just to confirm, the frequency for Bristol on runway 27 is 110.15007.
Bristol Tower, Speedbird 073 with you at 5,000 feet, approaching for ILS landing runway 27.
Speedbird 073, have you on radar? Contact me when you are in the ILS.
Engaged on ILS, Speedbird 073.
Speedbird 073, continue your approach.
Continuing approach, Speedbird 073.
007 is slowing to 180 knots.
Slowing to 180 knots. Copy that.
See, another thing, most of the airports, the elevation in the UK is within 100 feet or so of sea level, whereas Bristol is slightly different because it's 600 plus.
Yeah.
And a lot of newbie flight simmers forget that one point, but it is something that is unique to Bristol.
Speedbird 073, you are cleared to land runway 27, exit right when able.
Clear to land, runway 27, exit right when able, Speedbird 073.
As another point of interest, a lot of people might laugh at this because they probably know him, but we have a sim pilot, if I can call him that, called John. John lives in Gibraltar and he regularly flies every week with us. And one of the ongoing jokes, if for any other pilot, if they do anything wrong, they're told to report to John's office at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning.
With a packet of biscuits for him.
His bribe to get out of trouble is a packet of Maryland cookie biscuits, which he regularly buys from Morrison's in Gibraltar, believe it or not. And he is very well known, very likeable chap.
2500.
Okay, final approach. Here we go, 140 knots. Gear down, flaps down. We're using auto land. Interestingly, everything's switched off on the dashboard.
As it normally does, just as you're coming into.
I thought, yeah, it's interesting. The approach light and everything has gone off. Is that normal or is that a bug?
I have no idea with.
It's flying it in, but the lights have all gone off.
If you are actually on X-plane, are you?
Yeah. It's all a bit odd. It's very thick fog, mind. It's a proper Cat 3 job.
I'm still too far away from the airport.
I'm 5 miles out and I can't see a thing. Just coming down through 2,000 feet.
We got much cloud at that height.
I can't see a thing.
Oh, that's why then.
But it was misty when we took off from Stansted. I mean, looking out the window today in the UK, it's probably pretty low cloud ceiling, but... Okay, the localizer is flashing. Should I pay much attention? No, it's gone to land 3, flare mode. It's going, yeah, it's doing a full Cat 3 landing.
Well, you're okay then. At this point, see, normally on a Tuesday or Thursday evening, I'll be saying a typical Airbus pilot where they don't do much.
1,000 feet.
It's quite a lot of banter between fans of Boeing and fans of Airbus. And, really
Is there a
fun.
PA system to prepare for landing yet? Not happening. Oh, we've just come out of the cloud. Okay, so the ceiling of the cloud's about 1,100 feet in X-plane. I don't know what the scenery database it loads that from. So let's come off the auto throttle and fly it in.
500.
I have to say, the update that
That's interesting.
The active Sky update for P3D
200.
5.1 is rubbish.
That's interesting. I can't disengage the autopilot. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's... It must be.
50. 40. 30. 20.
You've got River 7 the other end of the runway. Do you want us to form RNLI?
So full reverse thrust and brakes.
80 knots.
Beaver 007, contact ground on 121.92.
Contacting down ground on what was it? Sorry, frequency. I was in a bit of a panic when you told me that.
121.92.
Contacting ground 121.92, speedbird 073. Bristol ground, speedbird 073, vacated active runway.
073, you can now taxi to gate of choice.
Taxiing to gate of choice, speedbird 073.
Speedbird 007, contact tower now on 133.85.
Contacting tower 1 on decimal 133.85. And thank you for your help, sir. Bye.
So with a bit of luck we'll get parked up and be able to watch him land.
Bristol Tower, speedbird 007, locked on ILS for runway 33, is it?
27.
27. That's how good we are. That's really professional.
It was all going so well.
I have no written instructions at all, no checklists. I'm just flying off the cuff. So,
Speedbird 007, I have you on radar. Continue with your approach.
and I will continue with the approach. Thank you.
Just doesn't know where he's going.
Bristol Tower. Not ever flown here ever.
Old Brizzle.
Speedbird 007, would you like vectors in?
Negative. I do have lock on ILS 007.
Bristol ground, speedbird 073 is on the blocks.
Speedbird 073, cleared for engine shutdown, flight plan close, 14:55.
Thank you very much. Speedbird 073.
Speedbird 007 slowing to 160 knots.
Copied that 007.
Okay, so let's go and have a look outside. We just switched off. Oh, great. They've put the control tower inside, the camera inside the control tower, so you can't see a sodding thing from it.
Zoom in.
No, you can't move it. It's fine. I've just turned another camera around. So we should see you coming sometime soon with your 747.
Yeah, I'm presently 13.5 miles.
Okay, we won't see you just yet then. This is the best bit, once you've actually landed, watching other people coming in.
Making fools of themselves. Great fun.
That was, I don't know if that was a bug or not during my final approach. I couldn't turn off the autopilot. It suddenly switched off. Whether it's a feature of a Cat 3 landing, because I switched on dual mode with both autopilots engaged.
I know with a Boeing you do have to turn the auto throttle off, but that's about it.
So we should see you.
Obviously come out of autopilot quite distance from the runway.
Should see your nav lights appear fairly soon, I would imagine. So yeah, as we were saying earlier, there will be another flight. It's at 8 o'clock. It happens on a Sunday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it tends to be it's an unofficial flight. It's not an officially published flight, so it gets invited by email.
And normally no ATC on a Sunday.
No,
evening.
it's just an absolute
Chaos.
chaos. Yeah. Oh, we've had some near misses, haven't we, on landing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had pilots coming in on one direction.
Oh, yeah,
and somebody was
opposition,
taking
yeah.
off.
I got video somewhere of a 737 missing a 747's tail by about 50 feet.
Another one, yeah, landing from opposing directions.
Yeah. Oh my word. While another person was approaching from the opposite direction.
Yep.
I'm still. Oh yeah, I can see you now. You've just come down out of the clouds. So we'll watch your approach. So if we zoom in, we should see a 747 hanging out there in the clouds. Oh, it's very murky up there, but we can see you.
Just about to hit the glide slope. And glide slope established as Bristol Tower, Speedbird 007, on finals for runway 27, and fully established on glide slope with gear down and 3 greens.
Speedbird 007, you are now cleared to land runway 27, exit right when able.
Clear to land, and we'll exit right on leaving active 007. Thank you.
That's properly foggy.
See, I am let people know I can actually see myself because Jonathan's on Discord and he's transmitting this.
Yeah, I'm publishing it live.
I'm actually seeing what everybody else is seeing, so quite strange to be flying.
You're coming down out of the murk.
Yeah, and seeing myself from the point
Did I say it was
of
about
view-
1,200 feet? You'll suddenly come out of the cloud.
Yeah. I can actually see the base, and as you zoomed out then, I can see it.
Hopefully should hear you when you get a bit closer. Yeah, it's just emerging from the cloud now. It's interesting. This isn't... JoinFS isn't showing you with flaps down, I don't think.
Sometimes doesn't. It's normally pretty good though between sims showing
Yeah.
up, even if you've got doors open.
Yeah, it's not showing the flap positions. Oh well. But at least you get to see the aircraft. You're going to have a job to stop. It's quite a late touchdown, wasn't it?
Yeah, I running quite light, low
Oh,
on
okay.
fuel, no passengers because
God, look at that! How quick was that?
well, I've just shown you how to wear out
All the
how many-
brakes.
20 tires and all the brakes.
That was nuts.
So let's clear the active and go from there.
This is where we see if the scenery matches. I think your taxiways might look a little bit different than mine. Oh, maybe it's not.
Got to backtrack.
Yeah, it
almost.
doesn't. It's not animating the gear either. It looks like you're skidding the front tyre end. That's one of the kind
do
of...
sometimes when you see other planes turning, they go sideways,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden they're pointing the right way. It doesn't always depict it properly.
No, I guess it depends where their axis point is within the model.
Yeah.
Speedbird 007, contact ground now on 121.92.
Going to ground 121.92 007. And 007 ground, this is Speedbird 007 as I said. I would like somewhere to know where to park if I don't.
Cutting off across the grass on my scenery.
007, you can taxi now to gate of choice.
Roger, going to gate of choice, thank you. In fact, I can only see one gate empty. Everybody else is fully occupied. All the air traffic, I should have to turn them off. I forgot to turn them off in my sim. So I've
Yeah,
got
you've obviously got
AI.
you've obviously got slightly different scenery than me, but it all works.
Yeah, this is UK 2000. Right, 007 on the block, sound ready for shutdowns. Thank you.
So there we go.
7 engine shut down. It's approved. Flight plan closed. 15:06.
Thank you. Very most enjoyable flight. Not very professional, but I think most people will get the idea. Just
Yeah,
do it for fun,
yeah,
not to simulate exactly
Yeah.
what other people might try and do. Some of them are too bossy, and
yeah.
like we do.
It's inclusive.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, so I'll just stick the notepad file back up. So https bit.ly virtual flight Discord. If you come and say hello on Discord, we'll try and organise some group flights. And if you like the idea of chit-chatting away while we're flying between two places, then yeah, it's good fun. Okay, I'm going to stop the video there.